Ballet may have been born in Europe, but some of its most powerful voices were shaped in America. Across generations, American ballerinas have redefined technique, artistry, and influence, not just at home, but on the world's greatest stages. These are dancers born in the United States or artistically formed by American ballet institutions, women whose impact reached far beyond borders. Some became cultural icons. Others quietly shaped the language of ballet itself. And one stands above them all, a ballerina whose influence still defines how ballet is danced today. This is our countdown of the top 10 American ballerinas of all time. Let's dive in. An icon of musical intelligence and refined clarity. Celebrated for her speed, precision, and emotional restraint, she embodied George Balanchine's neoclassical style, proving that subtlety and intelligence could be just as powerful as spectacle. A ballerina who redefined physical presence on the classical stage. Known for her towering stature, fearless attack, and contemporary sensibility, she expanded the image of the American ballerina for a new generation. Wendy Whelan was one of the most influential American ballerinas of the modern era. A longtime principal dancer at New York City Ballet, she bridged classical mastery and contemporary exploration, redefining longevity, relevance, and artistic curiosity. After retiring from the classical stage, she didn't step away. She reinvented herself, becoming a leading force in contemporary dance and later the Associate Artistic Director of New York City Ballet, shaping the future from within. Brilliant, fragile, and unforgettable. Her explosive technique and emotional intensity made her one of the most compelling dancers of her time, dancing iconic roles at both New York City Ballet and American Ballet Theatre. She embodied a rare blend of classical precision and raw vulnerability, and her courage in speaking openly about struggle forever changed ballet's culture. Julie Kent was the face of American Ballet Theatre for nearly 2 decades. Renowned for her elegance, dramatic intelligence, and remarkable longevity, she defined the role of the American prima ballerina at the turn of the century. Her interpretations of the great classical heroines became reference points, and her graceful transition into leadership marked a new chapter of influence beyond the stage. A modern virtuoso with old-school brilliance. Famous for her lightning-fast footwork, crystal-clear technique, and infectious musicality, she brought classical excellence to a new global audience. Equally at home in Balanchine, Robbins, and social media, she reconnected ballet with popular culture without ever compromising its technical integrity. The embodiment of American classical virtuosity. One of the youngest principals in New York City ballet history, her fearless technique, purity of line, and star power set the gold standard for Balanchine dancers. Created on by Balanchine himself, she became a symbol of American confidence on the classical stage, bold, brilliant, and unapologetically virtuosic. Misty Copeland is a cultural icon beyond ballet. As the first African-American female principal dancer at American Ballet Theatre, she transformed visibility, representation, and public perception of ballet worldwide. Her journey, from late starter to international star, reshaped who ballet is for. And through film, books, and global media, she carried the art form into spaces it had never reached before. America's first true ballet superstar. A foundational figure of New York City ballet, she helped define an American ballet identity and prove that dancers from the United States could lead on the world's greatest stages. As George Balanchine's original muse, she inspired roles that demanded power, speed, and authority, changing not just how ballet looked, but how it felt. Suzanne Farrell is the ultimate American ballerina. Balanchine's greatest muse, her expansiveness, musicality, and architectural clarity shaped an entire era of ballet. So essential to his vision that entire ballets were created around her presence. Her influence continues to define how dancers approach Balanchine's work, not as steps, but as living architecture in motion. These ballerinas didn't just represent America, they shaped ballet itself. Across different eras and styles, each one expanded what the art form could be, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire dancers and audiences around the world. Now I'd love to hear from you. Who do you consider the greatest American ballerina of all time? And is there someone you feel should have been included on this list? If you enjoyed this video, you might also like my top 10 greatest ballerinas of the 20th century, where we explore the legends who defined an entire era of ballet. And if you'd like to support the channel, liking the video and subscribing truly helps more than you might think. It allows this project to grow, develop, and keep bringing you deeper stories from the world of dance. Thank you for watching, and we see you on our next deep dive.